So I'm Mateo Souza, I'm Brazilian, and as Maria has already said, I'm a Juan de la Cierva Incorporación postdoc. So if I had to say, in a nutshell, I do harmonic analysis, and I'm interested in many things actually. It started with extremal problems, which are basically questions that you already have some previous result or something, and you want to understand what are certain borderline phenomena, or what are best constants, or something that extremize some process in general, and that was most of what I was doing during my PhD. Then after I graduated, I got my degree, I moved on to other things in harmonic analysis as well. I also kept the extremal problem side of my research, but I would say that also now I'm working on these uncertainty principles, which are basically questions where you can you have two competing phenomena, and you want to know if you can, how can you control both at the same time, and if you know too much about them, the process you are looking has to be very simple in a way. The most basic one is probably, if you ever heard about this question, this quantum physics phenomenon called the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, which tells you that if you know the momentum and the position of something, then you cannot, that particle doesn't exist really. So it's not moving in a way. And so basically this is a kind of questions I'm studying. And I hope that my time here at BCAM will help me improve my research, basically.
So my name is Felipe Ponce, and I also work in harmonic analysis, as everyone else here. So I did my PhD with Javier Ramos. He's a researcher here in Spain, and my work was in restriction theory, and more specifically in multilinear estimates. So the idea is that you have the Schrödinger equation and the Schrödinger equation. You can decompose it in wave packets, and those wave packets interact, well, in different ways. So, for example, if two wave packets interact transversally, their interaction tends to be small. So the idea in my PhD work was to try to estimate those transversal interactions and to get sharp constants. And then here, when I came here to BCAM, I began to apply that knowledge to inverse problems. So I began to work with Pedro Caro, and it was a very nice experience to work with him. And now I'm by myself working on other things, like, for example, I'm very fond of these uncertainty principles that Mateo is talking about.
Maybe next I will continue. So I'm also Juan de la Cierva postdoc here. I did my PhD a few years ago in Poland. And then I spent some time in Poland as a postdoc. Then I moved to US and I worked at Rutgers for 2 years, and now I'm here. My research, first during my PhD studies, I was mainly concerned on harmonic analysis of orthogonal expansions. Then I got interested in spherical analysis, and here I liked that area, and I was mainly interested in spherical heat kernel and its behavior. So how the heat spreads on the sphere. And parallelly, I got interested in discrete harmonic analysis, and this is the main thing I'm doing now. So, and it's discrete harmonic analysis and its applications to ergodic theory. So the crucial thing from my point of view is to to look at averaging operators and to see if there is some pointwise convergence. So that's the main thing I'm doing now.
Yeah, like Carlson's theorem.
Yes, kind of. I mean, generally I study more regular operators in some sense, but yes, let's say that.
The kind of analysis, time frequency analysis?
Not exactly, because time frequency analysis is mainly one-dimensional, and I consider operators like averages along the curves, like polynomial curves. For instance, you can take the curve, discrete curve n squared, and you take the average 1 over capital N, sum from small n to capital N, f of x minus n squared.
Yes, that's where you need a blackboard.
Yeah,
and show that.
That's true. No, but the key point is that this kind of analysis is a bit more tricky than the continuous one, because, for instance, you do not have weak type 1-1 for these kind of operators. There are some counterexamples, so it's a bit tricky.
Okay, so my turn. So I'm María Ángeles García Ferrero. This is my second month here in Bilbao and also in Spain after some time in Germany. But I did my PhD in Madrid, in Spain, and afterwards I moved there for a postdoctoral stage. So I'm also part of the analysis and PD area, but I work more on the last part. So my research is more on the PD part. One of the main topics I deal with is some properties of the PDs and their solutions. So mainly unicontinuation properties and approximation theorems. And I also work on the applications of these results, and in particular, since the last 2 years, mainly 3 years, and currently now I'm very interested in the applications to inverse problems. So those problems where what you need to solve is the parameters or the coefficients of the equations from measurements, maybe in the boundary of some domain or something like that. So this is my main interest nowadays, but I also work on some different problems and some things also besides the PD area.
What do you think about four fellows being in the same area?
Well, I think analysis is doing very well here in Bilbao, because there are some figures like Luis Vega, and we have several researchers like Pedro Caro or Renato Luca, and so I think that the group now is pretty strong. So analysis is attracting people here to Bilbao. So I think that could be like some.
Yeah, we don't only have 4 Juan de las Ciervas in the group, but we also have lots of postdocs with other kinds of funding, so it's a rather large group, I would say. And for the reasons that Felipe pointed out, we have good leaders around here, so this attracts young people. Also, BCAM has is kind of an attractive place in general, so that maybe more people apply here. That also helps that we have 4 people this year. But yeah, it's a special that we have such a large group this time.
And the food.
Yeah. And perhaps the food in the Basque Country, who knows?
It's amazing.
Yeah, we are here because of
Another point.
Yeah, we are here because of the chipirones and the cider. That's I would say.
No, but, and also, I mean, apart from the great quality of the group and the great effort people from analysis and PDs are doing here to create this big group, so BCAM offers very nice support in order to apply for these grants. The groups we apply with are very competitive, so this also helps. And I think, I mean, so there are many reasons which interact and give us these chances.
Yeah. I mean, I'm new to Spain in a sense, so I think the BCAM has a very good support group. I mean, it's, good staff that helps all the applicants and also the new people. So it's a nice environment. But also before BCAM was here, I think that the University of the Basque Country already had like somewhat of tradition analysis with Luis Escabiaza, Atlantico Chea. So there was already a hub of analysis in Bilbao even before BCAM. It got even better after.
It's probably, as you said, it's probably a consequence of a strong harmonic analysis society here. And I really appreciate the help which I got when applying, especially that I do not know Spanish, so it was very helpful.
I mean, that's not my case now, but when I was applying, I was abroad, so I think, I mean, the support for preparing everything to people coming from everywhere is really nice.
Yeah. I also was not in Spain at the time, and all the support I got was seamless. It was very, very nice.
What does it mean to you to have obtained the grant?
It means I have 3 years of
work.
just to be here and work with this nice group of people. That's the main point, I guess. It's BCAM and Bilbao in general has a rather large analysis community, so it's a good place to be. And the fact that I got this incorporation grant with these 3 years, it's nice. So I have a somewhat long temporary position that I can work with without the pressure of applying for something right away or looking for a job.
You can take on riskier projects.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your riskier project?
Yeah, actually, that's something I have been doing for the last year. Because since I arrived here, I have been like learning new things which when you finish your PhD, you are kind of eager to apply whatever you learned before, because you need production, right? And nowadays, publishing it was always been important, but nowadays I think numbers that you need to produce are increasing with all the effects of globalization and all the fact that you can talk with anyone anywhere in the world very quickly. Collaborations are improving, and the fact that you have some sort of longer contract that allows you to tackle some more risky things, I guess.
Yeah, there is another aspect of in that grant we have some money for traveling, so this gives us probably some independence in some sense.
Yeah,
that one can go whenever wishes in some sense and can cover this cost.
I have visitors as well. That's good.
So incorporation is 3 years?
Yes.
I see. We're two.
But for me, I mean, okay, this has meant like one opportunity to come back to Spain, but besides that, I really wanted to come to Bilbao because of the people you can work with here, and the expertise they have. So I mean, in terms of my research and my possible future research, I thought it was a great place to create more interactions, expand my interest. So with this fellowship, I mean, I think the opportunity and the conditions are really nice.
Some sort of stability, at least 2 years, because, well, usually it's 1 year or less, or I don't know. Well, you have more stability here to work on your own projects, your risky projects. And now, for example, here at BCAM, you can meet with people from all over the world, because here is coming visitors and, well, many postdocs, so you can interact with them and you can learn many things and many new techniques from them. So I'm also very happy to be a recipient of this grant.
Yeah, mean, last year that was not true, but yeah.
But
Last year.
But fortunately for timing for you guys, it's good because this year things are looking better, I guess. We already have visitors, and in fact I have a visitor next week coming, so that is things are looking brighter.
Yes, we can resume our activities here at the center.
Yeah, so we can fully enjoy the whole backend environment with guests and traveling.
Which are the talents or goals that you might like to pursue in BCAM?
I don't know. I think I would say that this is a kind of, I don't know. I think this is in my big plan of what I'm gonna do in academia eventually. I hope this is like my last postdoc, and that I can establish a more independent research lab here at BCAM. Use the time I have, and with that, apply for some more permanent things after. So right now I'm more or less trying to start some new lines, so I can keep working on those after I leave. So that I would say that's my main goal at BCAM right now.
I think I saw like the main idea.
Yeah.
So like move further my projects, my interests, and yeah, like somehow learn from different perspectives, different people. So I mean, yeah, I can continue with a somehow more global vision, or yeah, to find nice problems to work.
And expand your network
Yeah.
of collaborators.
That's.
Yeah, also, I'm planning to continue my research and probably start new projects in completely new areas. And that's my goal.
And personally,
I don't know.
better than.
Improve my Euskera, who knows?
I could
What
improve.
improve
Improve means I already speak 5 expressions. I can say hi, bye, thank you, and that's it. 3. Okay. Cheers and good appetite. That's it.
How is good appetite?
Onegin.
Yeah.
I can also say good day, good morning, and good night. That's it. 7 actually. Okay. One expression per week.
What do you expect BCAM can give you personally and professionally?
Although I arrived here quite some time ago, a few months ago, and although the first few months were strange because of everything that has been going on in the world, I still enjoyed very much my time here. So I think that BCAM is like a really good place to do research, many different areas, but especially in our case in analysis and PD. And I hope that maybe at the end of my time here, I will have created many new collaborations, maybe with one of you guys. And well, for me that's it, I guess.
It's very nice also that there are no teaching duties and one can focus on. I like teaching, but it's very nice one can focus on research. That's I appreciate it very much.
I totally agree.
Yeah, I think that's good for sure. But I also like teaching, so I wouldn't mind if there was some.
Yeah, me too. But at the same time, I mean, I think it's nice to have some periods where you are not forced to teach, and at the same time, I mean, I guess now we are still going back to busy times, but I think here there are many courses, so given either by people from here or by experts from somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I mean, this kind of teaching experience or learning experience, I mean, in both ways, is still very present. Or that's my idea. I mean, so far I guess we are still starting having courses and so on, right? But I guess it would be again like previously.
Yeah.